So today we're going to look at these big boys and find out which modern figure was the heaviest ever released. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mando number 5. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel, Mando number 5, and I'm Keith Guppy. So in the UK today, it's a horrible, wet, windy day, so I thought we'd have a bit of fun, and I've been promising to do this for a little while now as I've been going through all the Figure Focus Line series and handling a lot of figures and seeing some of them are really quite heavy. So I thought, what the hell, today, nothing better to do than do a short video on what are the heaviest figures in the whole modern collecting line that I've got in my collection. And I think you'll be quite surprised. Some of you might think, well, poor old Jake Porkins, he could be one of the heavier ones. Who knows? It might be a Sentinel droid. They're quite heavy. Who knows? You might have said the Fat Bib Fortuna might be a candidate. Well, let's have a little look in detail. Okay, let's go. So my wife begrudgingly lent me her cookery scales. I had a bit of a strange look when I said I needed some scales for the video, but anyway, yeah. So before we start with the heavy figure, I've got them all here, all the heavy ones that I think are in a chat with a chance of being in the top 10. I thought we'd just set a little bit of a baseline so you guys know what we're talking about in grams. I've also decided to assume all the packaging were the same for the basis of this video, so I've not made any alterations or any changes for the amount of bubble or the packaging. Obviously some figures have got accessories, so that counts for me. That's part of the weight of the figure. So there's a little bit of a baseline. A normal Stormtrooper like that weighs 52 grams, 52 grams. So just gives you a bit of a baseline there. And then one of the lighter figures would be something like Princess Leia. Just got 2 guns of her, pretty basic, and that's about 45 to 48 grams, that sort of figure. So that gives you a bit of a baseline to the figures. Now, some of the ones that didn't qualify for the top 10, believe it or not, are Jake Porkins. Porky, he's only 62 grams. So quite a surprise, but he has got no accessories with him. It's just a figure, so I guess it's not so much of a surprise. So that's Jake Porkins. And then we've got another one that didn't qualify was surprisingly, the Droid Factory Dark Trooper. Now he weighs, what does he weigh? He weighs 97 grams. Now he's the Builder Droid one, so it's probably the biggest, one of the biggest figures you can get. Really nice. I've not featured him on any of the videos yet actually, but he was part of the Legacy line pack. All these bits come off and they're all part of one of the lines in that. Really nice figure, but he's only 97 grams, so he didn't qualify. And then, believe it or not, our friend from Tatooine, from the Book of Boba Fett, Bib Fortuna. He is 89 grams. Now he didn't qualify either, believe it or not. So already a bit of a surprise that some of these figures that are, you know, fat, big, large, obese, didn't actually qualify. It's just the normal figures that seem to have reached a grade in this one. So yeah, so that's the ones that didn't qualify. So let's start with the top 10. At number 10, the chubby Gramian Guard. And he's coming in at 104 grams. So number 10 is the Gramian Guard. Then we've got at number 9, we have got the Tri-Logo Droid. Sorry, Tri-Droid. Not Tri-Logo. Tri-Droid. There's 2 versions of this one. There's that one, and then the slightly heavier one is the Tri-Droid from Saga Legends. And he's coming in at 110 grams. So that's the Tri-Droids. So we're getting heavier and heavier. Then you've got the Power of the Force Sentinel, Imperial Sentinel, and he's coming in at 115 grams. The Imperial Sentinel, so quite a chunky figure. I really like this figure actually. Really nice, and I love it if they recreated that in the TVC line, but really cool figure. Some of these are really cool actually. The figures get better and better now. And then you've got the Destroyer Droid. I featured this one in the Darth Maul video this weekend actually. Quite a heavy figure. They're both coming in at 125 grams. Both versions. This version's slightly heavier. This is 123 grams. This one, and that one's 125. So a little bit bit heavier, that one. Yeah, 124, 125 grams, that's saying. So that's droids. And then we've got one you wouldn't believe is very heavy, and that's Umpus Stay. Here he is. Yeah. Now he is actually quite heavy because he's got his drum on the back. Stuck to his back, because he plays the big drum. So that's where probably most of the weight's coming from on that one. So he's coming in at a 140 grams, 139, 140 grams. So pretty heavy, that one actually. A really cool figure. That's one you'd really want loose in your display. Look really cool figure, that one. And then going up again, we've got Wat Tambor. Again, this is one that's got some extra bits inside it. Got a little stand and a rocket and bits and pieces. Probably gives you most of the weight there. But he's coming in at 146 grams, that one. But yeah, you can feel quite a weighty figure. So that's that one. Then you've got... well, there was lots of Wookiees to choose from. I had about 4 or 5 different Wookiees to choose from. You've got the Wookiee Warrior, Wookiee Commando, but the heaviest one of the lot was actually the Wookiee Heavy Gunner, so the chubbiest one, if you like. Yeah, so he's really heavy, and I mentioned this when I reviewed this line a few weeks ago, that these figures are really chunky. The Wookiees from Kashyyyk in this series are really heavy, and he's coming in at 148 grams. So now we're getting really big. Then you've got one that a lot of you probably hasn't noticed before. This is Cole Teska from the Clone Wars. Really chunky, exclusive, one with the game pack on it. A really smart figure from the Clone Wars animated series. Really cool. And I thought he might have actually won it, but he's only 146 grams. Sorry, no he's not. He's actually, sorry, cut. He's actually 216 grams. So, yeah, so we've jumped up quite a lot from the Wookiee Warriors that were about 140. We've now gone up to Cole Teska, who is 216 grams. That's Cole Teska. And then we've got, unsurprisingly, we've got the two that you guys thought would be the heaviest. We have got... Hermie Oldolf, and he is 219 grams. Really huge figure. You can see how big that bubble is there. Really nice figure. So he's 219, and a lot of people want him. He's probably about 40 or 50 quid if you can buy him. But the winner, unsurprisingly, you all probably know this, is going to be Effant Mon. What a massive figure. And he's a staggering 308 grams. Yeah, really big figure. You can see, you know, bubble wise, he's probably, you know, it's a little bit wider than Hermie Oldolf, but a huge figure. Yeah, so there you go, everyone. Something to fill your Sunday afternoon before the mighty Liverpool are on. Hope you enjoyed this. And yeah, so the heaviest figure is Effant Mon. See you again, everyone. Bye-bye. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mando number 5.